Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to QuizzleMania 42, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. The showcase of the Immorons, the greatest spectacle in all of sports infotainment. I am Adam, the Ford prefect of QuizzleMania Blompier. I'm joined by four Vogon poets clutching their towels to their chests, going to cricket war against each other, answering questions as slarty bar fast as they can to make it in time for their reservation at the quiz at the end of the universe. First bit of advice. Don't panic. Second, let's meet our players. First off, making his return to QuizzleMania. You may know him from Wrestling Daily or from True Heel Hit. He is the one, the only SP3. Welcome back to the show, sir.
I am glad to be back here with Adam. Adam, you know, they don't have this much handsome on screen all the time. So whenever we get to share the screen together, it's a great day for all the viewers. So thank you, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the US and beyond. So
I forgot about that.
You know,
happy Thanksgiving, SP3.
I gotta be, you know, this was called the US edition of QuizzleMania, although one's from Canada, one's from the UK, but that's besides the point. So I gotta be the US representative right off the bat.
Well, in which case, I'm going to ask you what I'm going to ask everyone tonight. What are you giving thanks for this year, SP3?
My kids. I got two twins about to turn 2 years old. I am very thankful for them, and I'm thankful for everyone at Wrestle Talk, you know, giving me the opportunity to be on here. You know, you push back QuizzleMania week. I just wanted to say I peeped game. It was because me and Sat were going to work together. Mocha Mondays doing the takeover. So you was like, you know, we're not just going to give you Tempest, the champion. We're going to give you one of the all-time great QuizzleMania champions. I peep your game, Adam, and I respect it. That's a heel.
Yeah, we wanted to delay. Obviously, it's all mind games and nothing at all to do with the fact that apparently we came into the office on the Wednesday morning to discover, apparently there are planned power cuts in the building between 7 p.m. and 4 a.m. So we're just like, we'll just push QuizzleMania back a week. It's absolutely fine. Thanks so much for being here. Very good luck with the quiz and enjoy the show. Next up, moving on to another member of Wrestling Daily. He is the second half of Tan Tuesdays over on Wrestling Daily. Please welcome first timer to QuizzleMania, the one and only Sat Niangi. Hello, sir.
Adam, you said my name right. I am a huge fan of yours. I watched all your videos when I was young. I'm probably a couple years younger than you, but yeah, me and my brother watch your videos religiously. You coming back to do wrestling has been incredible. I'm happy for this opportunity. And I get to interact with you. My boy SP3, we have a plan. We have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling Daily is here to take over, ladies and gentlemen. You take my 25%, you take SP3 25%. That's 50% of Wrestling Daily. With that 50% of Wrestling Daily going against SRS, going against Tempest, that spells disaster for the competition. And also, my mom said I'm handsome too. So yeah, I'm
very, very handsome, Sat. Very, very. Mrs. Niangi's baby boy we've got here on QuizzleMania. I just want to first off apologize. Well, not apologize, because you look really good in our thumbnail. But you do have quite considerably more hair than you do on the thing. I genuinely, I was making the thumbnail on Monday and I didn't realize you'd sent something to Luke Owen. I was just like, all right, I'll just go to Sati's Twitter and just like, okay, I can't find any selfies. There's a good one. And it's just you with no hair.
Where did you find that? We need to talk. Where did you find that?
I did a little deep dive on your Twitter, my friend. And there are some choice selfies on there, but this one was like the one I could actually crop out.
I love it. Pre-pandemic, I had no hair. Pandemic changed my life. My partner, she loves me with hair, so this is her doing.
Oh, really? What? She does the
shape up. I do the rest. You missed me last week. I had an extension. I had a top knot. You missed everything. I change hairstyles considerably. Like I change all the time.
Oh, nice. I wish I could get someone to do my hair properly. My roots are showing.
Mate, I'm in a London area. We can chat. I can help you with your fashion choices.
Yeah? Yeah. Ooh, with my fashion choices. I like this jumper.
No, that came out wrong. I bet your hair, your jumper is. I love your jumper. I love the cocaine whiteness of it. You know, that looks beautiful. Yeah, but yeah, your hair, you know, I dig your hair. You've been rocking that Justin Bieber hair look for a while, you know.
Justin Bieber, brilliant comparison. Love to hear it. Thanks so much, Sat. Enjoy the show. Bloody hell, Jesus Christ. All right. What a first impression. Next up, he is making a grand return to QuizzleMania. Now, I don't use these words cheaply. Some people throw around the term GOAT a lot. But in terms of sheer stats, you have to perhaps think he is one of maybe 3 men you could call one of the GOATs in QuizzleMania history. I hope that by saying this, I haven't propped up his ego more than is strictly necessary. Please, please be upstanding and welcome back to the quiz. We're so lucky to have him. I feel so blessed with his presence. It's the one and only Sean Ross Sapp. Hi, Sean.
It's been a while, Adam.
It has.
June. Anything happen since then?
No.
Did like anybody break some news that sold out the United Center on a rumor? Did that happen? Maybe
Tempest.
Was that
I'm not
me?
sure.
Was that me? Was that FightfulSelect.com, the leader in exclusive wrestling news? Dang, man. Some people have said I've got this big head now. They said I'm detached from reality, but I'm just so happy to be here. So I'm going to take this opportunity not only to further myself as the greatest QuizzleMania competitor of all time, but to show people that I don't have a big ego. I am not the jerk that everybody says I am. I am just like all you people. I am one of you.
Not a you people promo.
Forever, I am a man of the people. Even though I have fallen into these riches and this fame and hundreds of thousands of Twitter followers and the most subscribed wrestling property in Patreon history ever, I'm just like all of you. I'm just a normal guy who owns a copy of Spice World on VHS. Just a normal
that's
guy.
a great movie. That's a great movie. Roger Moore's finest.
I've never seen it,
Congratulations.
but I do own the VHS. I own the VHS, just like all of you people. FTF, buy the t-shirt, even though that I haven't done that in like a year. Please do that because I'm still going to hit up Ollie for royalties. So yeah, I'm just like all of you. Look, it's in there. And just like all of you, I'm a kind person. I rewound this.
That's partially watched. You've seen at least 20 minutes of that.
Well, you know what? I rewound it too because I'm a good person.
You do have more Twitter followers than me now, which didn't used to be the case. You used to have like 50K and now you've got like 125.
Well, that's the way that the math works. If
you do like SRS, please do follow him at Adam the Blompier on Twitter. That would be great. Every little helps.
Do it and spice up your life.
All right. So you're back. Obviously, the man holding the gold is probably, I would say, your the Austin to your Rock.
Well, we'll see that. If it's more guessing nipples than rattling off things that can easily be researchable and, things like that. We'll see how he does. But, I'm just thankful this week. Adam, you know what I'm thankful for?
What are you thankful for?
All you people.
All right. And finally, we are heading over to our champion who hasn't, to be fair, defended the trophy in a while. But hey, he's here and he's ready to go. He is 100% that bitch. It is your one and only QuizzleMania champion. It's only bloody Tempest. Hi, Tempest.
Hello, Adam. I don't care if I'm the Brock Lesnar of QuizzleMania, defending this title once a year, twice a year. All that matters to me is that I am the longest reigning QuizzleMania champion of all time. And that's not a record that I'm planning on ending today.
When was the last time you defended it?
That's a great question, my friend.
Like 4 QuizzleManias ago.
I think. I took a week off in October. I'm going to take these off. They're very uncomfortable. I took a week off in October after my birthday, and that was the week that we had scheduled QuizzleMania. I think September we had a tag QuizzleMania, so no title defense there.
Then we had losers QuizzleMania.
Well, yeah, that was the October, and I think August was the last time when we had Wale and Sam Roberts on the show. So that tells you how long ago that was. But I will say, there's a lot of 3-letter acronyms going around today. We've got SAT, we've got SP3, we've got FTF, we've got SRS. The only 3 letters that matter around here are LIW, and I will carry the load for this faction if need be. One person's got to be a champion, and if it's not my beloved partner, who better than this guy?
I mean, yeah, Pete did lose the Jam That Championship, obviously, at Survivor Series after Luke jammed it in. That's a very, very sad, tragic kind of prospect, the idea of LIW losing all of their gold that they've held 4 months, all in the space of 1 week. That would be really sad, wouldn't it, Tempest?
It would be. It would be very, very sad. I hate it when people just jam it in. It's not preferable in any way. But I'll say right now, we've got Wrestling Daily on the show here. They've got a 50% chance of winning or something like that. I've got the odds stacked against me there, but I don't know how you can say that Sean Ross Sapp is the GOAT of QuizzleMania when he hasn't beaten me.
Has he actually not beaten you, Tempest? He must have beaten you at least once. Really? It's never happened.
Never happened. Undefeated. Never lost.
All right, if you say so. I'm sure the stats back you up, but I can't be bothered to look those up right now, Tempest.
I
So
cut
you
promo on it once.
Oh,
I need
right.
to fact check these sort of things.
Enjoy the show. What do you think? I mean, I don't know if you're celebrating Thanksgiving. Do they do that in Canada?
We did it a month ago.
Oh.
Thanksgiving is in October, but
What
I'm
are you-
still
what are
very
you
thankful for genuinely just life in general right now. I mentioned during After Dark, which you can all watch on our Patreon, of course, later coming this month. I'm very thankful just for life in general and positivity. I think that in the last few weeks, I've done a pretty good job of getting my life kind of back on track and pointed in the right direction. I'm looking forward to the future for the first time in a while. And I'm very thankful for the people that I have in my life that have been so kind and so helpful in doing that.
Wonderful. Very best of luck to you. Long may he reign. And those are our 4 players. Quite a lineup. I do just want to say, if you would like to join the conversation today on QuizzleMania, obviously do send in an Ultra Chat. We'll be reading out Ultra Chats of $10 or more, but any contribution you make will be very much appreciated. Just follow the link at the top of the description, which is, I haven't memorized it, and I never will. But the mods, who are better than I am, will now write it in the chat for you. I think it's something /PFK. Can't remember. It doesn't matter. I'm having a good time. Let's welcome back our players, shall we? Welcome back SP3, Sati, Niangi, Sean Ross Sapp, and Tempest. Very, very good. Now, what we are going to do straight off is, I notice we do have some faction warfare here. We do have some friendly rivalries going on. So I thought, what better round to explore that than by starting off with a popular round, one of my favorites, Family Fortunes. We are going to be pitting the team of SP3 and Sati Niangi against the team of Sean Ross Sapp and Tempest. How does that grab you? I'm going to be giving you a wrestling category. I've gone to Twitter and asked 100 people on Twitter. And as we all know, the people on Twitter are the most discerning of wrestling fans. I mean, half of them follow Sean Ross Sapp. They must be. And I asked them to give me an example of that category. And you have to try and guess the top 7 answers they gave. If a team guesses all 7 before losing all their lives, they will get 7 points, and well done to them. However, if they give me an answer that was not one of the top 7, you will hear this noise. That is 1 life lost, 3 lives lost, and the other team will have a chance to steal. They must give me just one answer. And if that turns out to be in the top 7 instead, they will scoop all those points.
Getting
All
my
right.
sustenance with processed meats like everybody does, like normal people do.
So
sponsorship of this show for Slim Jim.
I wish they were. I wish they were.
snap into a Slim Jim. Tempest, you are the reigning champ, so I will give you the chance. Does your team want to go first or second?
Let's go first.
Let's go first. All right, we're looking at, I asked 100 people on Twitter, what are the worst wrestling rebrands? I asked 100 people on Twitter the worst wrestling rebrands. I will clarify, this encompasses maybe promotions, maybe character gimmicks, maybe wrestlers. Generally speaking, the worst wrestling rebrands. It's a vague topic, but I have faith in you guys. While you guys all have a little bit of a write down of what you think might be one of the worst wrestling rebrands, as said by 100 people on Twitter, I'm going to hop into our Ultra Chats. We have a few already. Matty Mai Tai says, here we go, dudes. Will Sat E score the upset with the power of chocolate nipples? Will Tempest fall to NXT UK trivia? Will SRS blue chew his way to victory? I have my fellow New Yorker SP3 winning via Morgan Freeman live sex narration. Hashtag jam that jam. Also, I wanted to say sorry to Tempest. I usually get my Ultra Chats in early, and I sent my one to the Wrestle Talk podcast on accident. To be honest, I've been feeling down for a bit, but QuizzleMania and Shibata returning to wrestling has raised my spirits a bit. Here's a question for the panel. Who are your favorite pairs of wrestlers destined to fight forever, i.e. Kobashi Misawa or Zane Owens? Sticking with Shibata, my personal favorite is him versus Ishii. Hashtag Shibata that Shibata.
Darby and Ethan Page.
Which one, sorry?
Darby and Ethan Page, I think, will fight forever.
Interesting. Tempest?
Omega and Ibushi. Gotta be.
Very, very nice. Wrestle Talk, Wrestling Daily, boys. Do you have any kind of your favorite kind of fight forever rivalries?
Okada, Tanahashi, or I think Baker and Rosa will fight forever as well.
Yeah. I think they're really setting those guys up to be like, we're destined to do this forever.
Yeah.
Sasha and Bailey.
Of course, Sasha and Bailey, absolutely classic. Right, so we're going to start. As is the way, we will go for one person, they'll give me an answer, then we go to the other person, then the one person, then the other person. We are going to start with the champ. We offer deference to the crown here at QuizzleMania. Tempest, please give me, I asked 100 people on Twitter what the worst wrestling rebrand was. What did they say?
NXT 2.0.
Number one with 26% of the vote.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I don't really like it very much. I actually think the last few weeks have been fairly inoffensive, but just it's still too much of a jarring shift to me. It really.
This week was much better. I thought last week was utter shit.
I like poker, so I don't know what to tell you. All right, perfect. That is 1-4-1. You have the top one at 26%. Sean or Sapp, heading over to you.
The new ECW, the WWE ECW.
Number two with 15% of the vote. Very good. Working from the top down, methodical, clinical. You love to see it. Tempest, back to you.
I'm going to say Corporate Kane.
Corporate Kane. Oh, you were close, Tempest. You were close. It was something like 8 or 9. Corporate Kane was definitely on. It was on the long list, but didn't quite make it.
Wow.
So 1 and 2 are down. Sean or Sapp?
Kerwin White.
Kerwin White was number 4 with 8% of the vote. Of course, Chavo Guerrero being turned into a mad waspy racist. Didn't last for crazy long times, but he said some awful things to Shelton Benjamin in the time that he did. Back to you, Tempest.
I'll say Biker Taker.
Biker Taker. Tempest swinging for the fences. That is
Lord.
2 lives lost. You guys have 3. You got 1, 2, and 4. You are missing number 3, equal place, number 5. So there are 2 with joint number 5, and of course 7th place. Sean or Sat, back to you.
I'm going to go for sort of a recent one because I think recency bias is a thing, and I'll say Emelina.
Oh, Emelina was number 7 with 5% of the vote. Very well done, Sean or Sapp, carrying this team, quite frankly.
I was about to say, Sean, would you like to confer? Because clearly I can't do this on my own.
Yeah, I got GFW and S&M Cross on there. Global Force, TNA to Global Force, but
you got 4 points, 1 life remaining.
Dewdrop might be up there because of recency bias, just because of the name.
Is this something that people would consider like retribution, rebranding all those poor people.
Yeah.
I don't
Awesome.
know, because the only other one I had on my list was Alexa Bliss for her current
Ooh.
stuff.
I think there's enough
Well-
people that like that, but it's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Tempest, I'm going to have to press you for an answer.
Yeah. Let's say Retribution.
Retribution number 3 with 12% of the vote. Very, very good. Right, you have 5 points, 2 left, and both of them are joint 5th place with 7% of the vote. Sean, Ross, Sapp.
Like, part of me is like, does anybody remember Global Force from even a few years ago?
I think not, personally.
You know what? I'll go with your pick. That way I can blame you when it's wrong. Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. Right.
All your fault. All your fault.
All your
Tempest.
fault,
I hate that
Tempest.
pause.
You've absolutely fucked it. Right, so
Mine
heading
sounds
over
good.
to SP3 and Sat, you have 1 chance to steal 5 points. If you get this wrong, then the 5 points will stay with Sean and with Tempest. Feel free to confer, but I need only 1 answer from you.
What you think it's that?
Pick Stone Cold Steve Austin from the Ringmaster. It was the worst of all time.
I was thinking, guys, Bearcat Lee or Karrion Kross.
Bearcat Lee, I did have down because it's recent.
Mhm.
If we're going like all time NWO, either 2000 or the WWE version. I also got Burnt Fiend, but I think Bearcat Lee is a good one, or the NWO.
And I also had a Raw Underground.
I mean, that could be considered a rebrand. So,
But
I
we
mean-
both had Bearcat Lee, so
just go with the recent.
I mean,
one.
he got fired with the character, so
I guess. Go ahead, Sat.
taste.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
One
Like
of you,
you're
go
Canadians.
ahead.
You're so polite.
Okay, we'll go with Bearcat Lee.
Keith, Bearcat Lee. I'm afraid not. So 5 points do stay with SRS. 5 points as well to Tempest. I can say that the other 2, both in joint 5th place with 7% of the vote, number was Shorty G.
That's what I just thought of.
Yeah.
Shorty G.
Yeah.
And Karrion Kross.
It was one of the recent ones you said.
Yeah.
Recency bias running wild. We are, though, heading to Wrestling Daily now. You will have this one, which is, this is also quite tricky. Plenty of options here. Greatest no fans match. So greatest match of the no fans era. So anything from after Elimination Chamber up until Money in the Bank, I suppose. I will say, just because I feel like it probably should be said, WrestleMania 38 does sit, 38, 37.
37.
37 does sit in the middle of the no fans era. There are no matches from WrestleMania 37.
So, to clarify, and I'm probably doing them a favor, this is just during that time period, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because like Rock Mankind did halftime heat with no fans.
That is true.
The actual official wording of it is greatest matches of the no fans era.
Okay.
So
Okay.
And this is just WWE, or this is all of wrestling?
all of wrestling.
Cool.
All right. Have a few notes, guys. I'm going to head over to our Ultra Chats again. Ryan says, hi, guys. I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Question, what is the best wrestling match that you've seen in person, Jam That Jam FTF? It's always going to be probably for me, John Cena versus AJ Styles at SummerSlam 2016. Tore the fucking roof off. Absolutely fantastic. Sean, I know that you've been to some wrestling shows recently. Anything top the list?
I always say Bucks, Page, and Omega, but to throw something new in, I'll say MJF and Darby was one of the most incredible things I've seen live.
That was great.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Tempest, how about you? Have you been to any shows since they started letting people in?
Yeah, maybe a pretty high-profile one that may have included the best cage match of all time. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. Was that All Out?
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
But my answer is probably still always going to be Young Bucks versus Page and Omega, where I met that lovely chap over there. Still
He is
tops the
lovely.
list, although there's been quite a few really good ones. Andrade and Gargano was another awesome one. The cage match, awesome stuff. Love good
What about you,
wrestling.
Sat? Have you seen many greats live?
Recently, when Wembley with Alex McCarthy, AMAC himself, we watched a show recently, and yeah, it was
Ooh.
decent. Yeah.
Nice. Any what was the best match?
Oh, what was the best match? Well, Ciampa versus Bron Breakker, that was a decent match. Let me think. There was a triple threat match: Doudrop, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch. That was a good
Ooh,
match. Yeah.
Nice. Were you lucky enough to be at one of the shows where it was Cesaro versus Walter? I heard those.
No.
Yeah.
That was before us. That was I think it was at Manchester or something like that. They had the goods. Yeah.
Fair. All right, we're going to start with SP3. I think that's what we're going to start with for this one. So SP3, we're looking at the greatest matches of the No Fans era. I asked 100 people on Twitter to name their favorite. Could you give me an example of the top 7, please?
I mentioned them just a little bit earlier. Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker.
Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, the lights out match. Ooh, I'm afraid not.
What? See,
This is suspect.
yo,
This is BS. Bullshit.
I'm sorry. I didn't write their responses. It was mentioned a few times, but it didn't make the short list, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So like, I don't want to give potential help to the opposition, but I'm so curious as to whether people think like the scattered fans in the
Yeah.
AEW shows means that it wasn't a no fans match, right? I don't know.
I couldn't possibly comment. Sat, we're heading over to you.
Yeah, we're trying to get inside the heads of these maniacs. No thanks.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna take a gamble. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, Hell in a Cell.
Absolutely, it was. It was number 6 with 5% of the vote. Very, very good. All right, so you have 1 point. You have 2 lives remaining. SP3, confidence rocked, no doubt, by the first one going wide of the goalpost. But what are you feeling?
I'm gonna go with a WWE one now because I went with AEW. That didn't work. Bailey and Sasha
from Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
SP3, 2 for 2.
I can't.
One of my favorite matches in the No Fans era. That would have made it my top 7, but unfortunately our fans don't feel the same. So good. Sorry about that, man. Stat, you've got 1 life remaining. You've got 1 point. Give me another example of a greatest match of a No Fans era.
SP, do you want to talk it out, or should I just?
You're doing much better than me at this point. I mean,
I'm convinced that these fans only keep up with wrestling via QuizzleMania at this point. Like, that's it.
I mean, that's pretty much how I do.
Okay.
Sean, don't knock it.
So in my mind, I was thinking last year's Money in the Bank that had no fans. It was in an actual building. That was decent.
I mean, not to me, but I mean, the way this is going so far, I mean, you seem more on the money than me. I have Walter Dragunov here. I got a few from AEW, but where do you want to go with?
Yeah, let's go with Volta Dragunov. Which one had no fans? I know it's the BT Sports.
The
studio,
BT
right?
one for sure.
We're gonna go with that. Yeah.
Number 2, 19% of the vote. There you go. Clinging on. You guys got it. 2 points, 1 life remaining. SP3, back over to you.
Man, I want Sat to just keep going. I mean, I do better guesses with Sat than I did with my own. I'm gonna lose hope if this is not on here. FTR in the Young Bucks.
FTR and the Young Bucks was number 4 with 10% of the vote. Very good.
Thank you, everyone.
Bringing it back. All right, so you've got number 2, you've got number 4, and you've got number 6. We are still missing number 1. We're missing number 3. We're missing number 5, and of course, we're missing number 7. Sat, back over to you.
SP, what do you think? Taker, AJ Styles, Graveyard.
I have like 3 of the cinematic matches, and that's one of them. So if you want to go with that one, I don't mind at all.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that one.
The Boneyard.
Yes.
Number 5 with 6%
that
of the
pause.
vote. You love to see it. Oh, very, very good. All right, you guys have got 4 points. You are still missing number 1, number 3, and number 7. You have 1 life remaining. Back over to you, SP3. 4 points in your
Not
hands.
back over to me. I'm just gonna shoot for a cinematic match again. I don't know if I should though. What do you think, Sat? Should I go with Firefly Funhouse or Stadium
110%.
Stampede?
Firefly Funhouse. Ooh. Let's try another AEW one. If it goes wrong,
No, we try all the AEW ones
Are you
on
sure?
me.
Okay. Firefly, we have to take
All
a
right.
gamble.
All right, we'll go with Firefly Funhouse.
Number 1, 24% of the vote. Very, very good. Possibly fans sucking up to me because they know it's my favorite
Yeah.
match.
That was my theory last year for this.
This makes it a lot harder if we get the opportunity now, because that's what I
Yeah.
had.
That
Right,
was my-
you
that was
have-
my slam dunk guess.
5 points, guys. You brought it. You guys had 1 life remaining and 1 point, and you have brought it back to having 5 points. You love to see it. We are still missing number 3 and number 7. Sat back to you. 5 points hang in the balance.
SB, Stadium Stampede, right?
I mean, I would say yes, but I have no confidence at this point. I've been riding on a limb this whole time.
Listen, we've had a good run. I'm gonna gamble all the chips, all of them. Yes, please. Stampede, Stadium Stampede, please, sir.
Stadium Stampede. Number 1
Wow.
was number 3 with 15% of the vote. Unbelievable scenes. The underdogs pulling out in front
That
as
was
long as
impressive.
they can cling on to these 6 points. You are missing only number 7 with 4% of the vote. SP3, we are back to you. It's sheer poetry at this point. You've got 1 life remaining. Otherwise, it will go over to Sean and Tempest with a chance to steal 6 points. It's on you.
All right, should we go AEW or WWE? What you thinking, Sat?
Okay, I'm gonna blurt it out because whatever. Women's Rumble from this year, or the Men's Rumble from this year, that kind of counts. And also Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns last man standing match.
That's not bad at all. I have from WWE Roman and Bryan, the retirement match from his last match in WWE. You say go with that?
Whip it, boy! Whip it! Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Whip it, boy! I'm going with Roman and Bryan from SmackDown.
And the sound of you whipping it goes.
Oh! Son of a mother!
Okay. So,
Sean and Tempest, your chance to steal 6 points.
Tempest, I am just a normal guy who owns a Steve Blackman action figure like everybody else in this world. I got 3 things down.
I've got 2.
Best friends, Santana and Ortiz, but I think because there were fans, there were wrestlers around there, I think maybe people didn't identify that. Was Omega Phoenix during No Fans?
It would have been, yeah.
But I also have
January.
Styles and Daniel Bryan on SmackDown.
I had Styles and Bryan, and I had Edge and Orton in the greatest wrestling match of all time.
I think a lot of people could have picked that just to pick it.
Yeah.
Which one are you leaning towards?
I was kind of leaning Styles and Bryan, but I'd be happy with any of the ones we've said, really.
Let's go Styles and Bryan.
All right. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan.
AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan was not the right answer. So 6 points stay with SP3, 6 points to Sat as well. Can reveal that number 7, in some senses surprisingly, but in some senses absolutely not surprisingly, was Cody versus Mr. Brody Lee.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I
That's a
love
good
that
one.
match.
Yeah, dude.
Specifically the dog collar match, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
where
okay.
Yeah. I would have thought the shorter one, but no, like a solid 4 people put forward that match. Right, 6 points have remained with you. We're going one more time, so we are going to SRS and Tempest again. This may be an easier subject for you, maybe not. Difficult to say, but best promo of all time, which is not to say best talker of all time. This is a best individual promo of all time. Very interesting to see the responses to some of these. Van Twinblade says, read it about halfway through the show, please, Adam. All right, Van Twinblade, I'll come back to it. Aaron's wife, Claire, says, Aaron can't watch most of this live because of work, so I want to surprise him. Could you all say Aaron Kep Bebe in the style of Adam Cole? Thanks for bringing us both so much joy. Aaron Kep Bebe!
Baby!
Lovely stuff. And Lloyd Housen says, was getting worried there would be no QuizzleMania this month, but then after seeing the announcement yesterday, the inclusion of SRS immediately made me fail No Nut November. What are you doing, step host? That's some wonderful. Wow. You have your fans, don't you, SRS?
I sure
and
do.
How proud of them you must be.
I love it.
He loves it so much.
I love it.
Care Bear says, can't watch live. Will we ever get Cultaholic on here? Hashtag jam that jam. No, it's not looking very likely, Care Bear. William Gossett says,
he says.
That's not what I said.
He said it. He said it.
That's not what I said.
He buried them.
Don't you work me, Sean Ross Sapp. I have nothing but love and respect for Cultaholic boys, but the chances of getting them on the show are very slim. William Gossett says, I'm a big fuck off Sati Niangi mark. Him for next championship challenger. Hell yes. Brett Storm says, had a great time doing fan QuizzleMania earlier. Now time to watch the main show. I'm gonna have a bold prediction, say Sati Niangi will win. I was impressed by him when I saw him on Greg Cherry's Wrestling Trivia Championship tournament, so he could win here. Good luck to all. All right, SRS, Tempest. We started with Tempest last time. We're going to start with SRS this time. Best promo of all time. Pipe Bomb number 1, 31% of the vote, of course. Absolutely. Tempest, over to you.
Austin 316.
Number 2 with 13% of the vote. Very, very familiar, this. SRS, back to you.
Hard Times.
Number 3 with 11% of the vote. Bang, bang, bang. Tempest.
This is where it gets a little bit tougher because those were the first 3 that I wrote down as well. I think it might have enough joke guesses to actually find the way on there. Steiner Math.
Yep.
Number 4 with 6%.
Absolutely.
You take your 6%, add it to the other 6%.
I'm gonna say Ric Flair Royal Rumble with a tear in my eye.
Oh, very close. Genuinely like number 8. I love that promo. I really do.
Me too.
Right, so you've got the top 4, boys. Just like that. You've still got 2 lives remaining. It's looking strong. Tempest.
I hope this is appreciated because it might be my favorite promo ever. Kane Dewey.
Kane Dewey was joint number 5 with 5%. So there is another one with 5%, and there is one in 7th place with 4%. But you guys have got 5 points with 2 lives remaining. It's good stuff. SRS, back to you.
I'm going to go with Paul Heyman at ECW One Night Stand because I think there might be enough people that fondly remember that.
I mean, we do talk about One Night Stand 2005 in wrestling list media way too much, but unfortunately, I'm afraid not. Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays. Tempest, back to you. You've suddenly got 1 life remaining.
How do we feel about going with Punk in Kingston, just for the sake of recency bias? Because the only other one I have on my list is Mark Henry's retirement.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Retirement.
That's a good one. I think we should go with Mark Henry's retirement. Well, it's your choice. Your choice. But I feel like this is the opposite. I feel like people pretend like none of the promos today are as good as they used to be when they're actually really good by and large. I would go with Henry, but it's your call.
Yeah, I like that one. We'll go with the salmon suit.
One of my personal favorites. Joint number 5 with 5% of the vote.
We do love joints.
6 points. 6 points. I'm coming home. Daddy's coming home. You are missing number 7 with 4% of the vote. You have 1 life remaining. SRS. Over to you.
Okay, Tempest. I'm not hesitant to give them one of the guesses. A couple of them that I have are Jericho's debut, which cream of the crop. Randy Savage, which I feel like people are more identify his work as a whole than any individual promo.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the bits that you see in like a vignette compilation of his best lines. Yeah.
And then there's like a bunch with The Rock, like him, Billy Gunn, maybe, but then This Is Your Life. Like, would that count as a full promo? Like, how does that work?
How about Who's Your Daddy, Montreal? Shawn Michaels promo.
Ooh, see, the fact that I had to even stop and think about it for a second makes me think that nobody took it, even though that was a great one. But like, also, is I didn't screw Brett, Brett screwed Brett. Is that does that count as a promo? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of people would go with something like that.
I know. Like, and there's a lot of good ones like Triple H, I Am the Game from the video that would be good, but nobody's picking Triple H. Which way would you lean, do you think?
I don't know. I like Who's Your Daddy, Montreal, but a lot of the ones you said were really good too.
We'll rock with that. We'll rock with that. I think we've given them enough things that they can't distinctly guess it. Yeah. It's all your fault.
I love that promo, Tempest. I love that promo.
Great
but
brilliant.
It is mostly a first line. Like, he does the line and then he sings the Canadian national anthem, and then I don't think anyone can actually know.
What do you have against the national anthem?
You're right.
Do you hate the national anthem?
It's better than ours, but you know, oh Canada. Okay, all right, we're heading over to Wrestling Daily. You have a chance now to steal 6 points. I need an answer from you. What are you thinking?
What you thinking, Sat? What you got?
I only got 2. So AJ Lee's what did they call the promo? It wasn't a pipe bomb. It was
just a pipe bomb again.
Yeah, it was the pipe bomb too.
No, but they called it something different. It was something much. I don't know. So there's that, and also The Rock hasn't been mentioned yet, and he's got tons of great promos. But the Billy Gunn one, that's the one that comes up a lot on social media spaces. I mean, that eviscerated the man's career.
Funny enough, I have 2 Rock promos here. The one before Armageddon, Hell in a Cell, and the one promo better than Shawn Michaels in Montreal, Rock in Toronto. Then
there's Rock in Sacramento too.
Yes, the Rock that's the Rock concert. He's singing, he's not talking, so I don't consider that a promo. If we want to go recency bias, CM Punk's return.
Let's go with that.
You want to go with that one?
Yeah.
CM Punk's return promo. Y'all can have the points if it's not that.
All right, so 6
was a
points.
good guess. That was a good one.
Yeah.
6 points staying with SRS and Tempest. Can confirm that the winning, what would have got you the 6 points? It's a promo that's 5 words long.
This is my yard.
It's
my yard.
I was there. Oh,
that was
good.
That was good.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either.
I don't hate that. That's really good.
I was there too. SP3, absolutely sensational.
Absolutely. I was one of the few people cheering for him. That
boo, boo. All right, and we are finally the final category of this round. This is for the Wrestling Daily boys. This is wrestlers with go away heat.
Ooh.
So obviously, yes. What is go away heat? That is bit of a subjective thing, but I asked 100 people on Twitter to name a wrestler with go away heat. What did they say? Lord of Lonely Llamas said QuizzleMania is back and better than ever. Been watching these since day one-ish and loved all of them, especially your charity ones, which inspired me to make my own fundraiser for Movember, putting my eyebrows on the line to raise $1,000. Good luck, SRS, and good luck to you, Lord of Lonely Llamas. I hope you raise that money, and thank you so much for doing that. It's such a great cause. Mayor of Painesville Dan says, hello, everyone. Special welcome to QuizzleMania debut man, Sati Niangi. Hope everyone is doing well. Take care, and if you're not feeling all right, that's okay too. I'm here for all of you. Much love, Dan. Hashtag Wrestling Daily. Hashtag love. Oh, Mayor of Painesville Dan. What a guy. Newbie the Grey says there's only one true champion, and that is King SRS. Hashtag fuck that. Fuck.
Please buy the t-shirt.
Please do buy the t-shirt. And Kian Cameron says, hey all, thanks for everything you're doing. Please can we acknowledge that the almighty Dong Lord, ruler of all of our mothers, has returned to QuizzleMania. It's also my 17th birthday tomorrow, and I get to stay up and watch this as my school is closed. Hell yeah, school's out for winter, I guess. Wonderful stuff.
Go to bed. Go to bed. I'm coming over to visit your mom.
Thanksgiving.
It's going to be a Spanksgiving. All right, so we are going to start with We're going to start with Sat this time. Sat, can I get an example of a wrestler with go away heat, please?
Oh, this is hard.
It's hard
because I don't know if you mean recent or you meant like in the history of the wrestling business. Because there's X-Pac Heat. I mean, I could put him down, but I don't know if the kids know about X-Pac Heat.
Go with it. We got lives to kill. So,
all right, cool. Let's go with that.
The pioneer of the term X-Pac Heat. They remember number 2 with 10% of the votes. Of course, yes. Cruel that I don't think X-Pac did have go away heat. I thought he had regular heat.
I like X-Pac.
Just my opinion.
I think people hate they turn on Kane. It just lasted a long time. How dare
that,
you?
To be fair, that feud sucked. But
it went on for like 7 or 8 months, man. Like every month they wrestled at a pay-per-view.
He kept beating him as well. It was really annoying. SP3.
I gotta go with the person who has a T-shirt out that says "Nuclear Heat." Tessa Blanchard.
Ooh, not on the list, I'm afraid.
Very good guess, though.
Very good. Makes sense to me.
Go ahead.
Not.
So SB, I was thinking QT Marshall. I mean, that guy sucks.
I mean, I wouldn't say.
He always looks like he's holding in the fart. Like
he's on my list.
I mean, I mean, it's your turn. I say bat for it. Go for it.
QT Marshall. Save the boy!
I thought that was going to be on there with a bullet.
This is like
they don't watch wrestling.
1 point, 2 lives gone. A situation you've been in before. SP3 heading over to you.
Man, because I went with someone with real life heat before, and I wanted to go with someone again, but I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna have to confer with Sat. I have Alberto El Patron or Eva Marie.
Ooh.
Those are good ones.
Oh man, they should have went with you. You see that? Let's go with Eva Marie.
We're gonna go with Eva Marie.
Number 7 with 5% of the vote. Very, very good.
Next one.
All right. 2 points, 2 lives down. Sat, back to you.
I'm gonna take one from my brother. Alberto El Patron.
Unfortunately,
Tempest
belongs on the list. But so the 2 points, only 2 points though. So don't get me wrong, you've crashed out, but they can only steal 2 points from you.
Give me the points. It's Baron Corbin.
Yeah, Baron Corbin.
25%.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come
He's
on.
number one. Yeah.
Come on, give me those points. What are we talking about? Tempest didn't even need to, like, come on. He knew. We knew.
Easy peasy.
All right. So that being said, at the end of that round, here's currently the scores. In joint second place with 6 points apiece, SP3 and Sati Niangi. In joint first place with 13 points apiece, SRS and Tempest. Not insurmountable by any means, because we are going to go a little bit more individual now, replacing the Price is Shite, something similar in terms of Price is Right rules, but actually something a little bit more factual. We're going all night long. I am going to name you a wrestling match, and you have to tell me how long it was.
Ooh.
Closest without going over will get 3 points. Closest without going over will get 3 points. I want it obviously in minutes and seconds, please.
We should do this quick fire too.
If you like.
I think that'd be good. I think quick fire is good.
Have you got somewhere to be, Sean?
No, I just think it's better for the game.
Well,
If
what everyone's
SP3 can't cheat.
What everyone's going, wow,
Just-
coming in hot with the accusations. This is one where you write down on your piece of paper. I tell you the match, you have a little write down, and then I come back and tell you the answer, and we see who was closest. So the first one, it was mentioned already. This game is Stadium Stampede 1. How long was that match in minutes and seconds? I'm going to give you a tiny bit of time to write that down. Dirty Rich says, first of all, I want everyone to have an amazing, healthy, and happy holiday. Sadly, I'm on the road, so I'll have to see SRS regain his title later on. Also, please wish me luck with my proposal tomorrow as well. Don't worry, she won't see this. Thank you. Oh, Rich, congratulations.
Congrats.
Tell you what, good luck.
Fingers crossed.
I'm sure congratulations will be in order, but we don't want to be too presumptuous now, do we? Good luck with your proposal, Rich, and please let us know how it went as well. That's wonderful. And Darren P says, Sat, looking smooth. I see you, King.
Thanks, sir.
Vinny Car 723 says, hope everyone is having a great day so far. Question for the room. If you could retire any belt or set of belts on any program, no matter the company, what would it be and why? I'd probably do the 24/7 title, but I'd like to hear some other thoughts. Genuinely, that title has more of a place in the company than the women's tag belt.
The NXT women's tag belts, because they shouldn't have been instituted to begin with. It was a golden ticket to have NXT talent on Raw and SmackDown and vice versa. And they screwed it up and they messed up the whole division as a result. And several careers along the way.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. How do you mess that up? I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just a normal guy who keeps a piñata in his office like everybody else.
Such relatable content.
I don't make these high-level decisions. I'm just a normal person like everybody else.
All right. Speaking of Kings, Tempest, we are going to start with you. How long was the Stadium Stampede match in minutes and seconds? Please and thank you.
I thought it was somewhere around a half hour, so I went a little bit over to try and price this right this sitch.
32 minutes. It is closest without going over, of course. Sean Ross Sapp, how about you?
I got a cool 32 as well.
Holy guacamole. Sat, how about you?
33 minutes and 27 seconds.
33 minutes, 27 seconds. And SP3.
32 minutes, 47 seconds.
Holy shit, guys. That is tight grouping. Can confirm that the Stadium Stampede went exactly 34 minutes long, which is 3 points to Sat. Very well played. Very, very good. Next up on the docket, we're going to do 5 of these, and we're going to move on to the next round. Please tell me how long in minutes and seconds was Brock versus Goldberg 1? How long in minutes and seconds was Brock versus Goldberg 1? Historically, one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time. I remember watching it on DVD when I was a kid, and I didn't understand because I wasn't a clued in mark back then. I was like, this match is really exciting. Why does no one like it? I was very confused.
I love it.
The only thing I ever learned about this show, like as I was getting into wrestling, was that this for a while was like the longest WrestleMania ever because there's like 14 matches or something crazy on it.
It is.
You know,
I mean,
it's
don't get me
just-
wrong. Like
yeah.
like WrestleMania 4 has like 16 matches, but like most of them are like 3 minutes long. Fucking shit ass WrestleMania 4. Sheba Wilding says, only the one donation this month, but what a fantastic lineup. Go SRS. Question for Adam. Will Wrestle Talk be doing another Secret Santa stream this year? And can NRB play Hanabi to celebrate the New Year's fireworks in January? You know what? I am one of those people who doesn't like Hanabi, but if enough people want it, we can play it. I've played it a few times and it's just a bit annoying to me, but I understand why people like it. It's a very nice, thinky co-op game, but it's a bit kind of, not for me. But if people want to see it, we can oblige. And yes, we will absolutely be doing another Christmas show. It is by far the worst show we do every single year, but we'll be doing it just before we go out on our Christmas party. So yes, that is definitely coming. Let's reverse the order, shall we? SP3, let's start with you. What did you think Brock Goldberg won?
12 minutes, 51 seconds.
12 minutes, 51 seconds. Sat, how about you?
I went with 8 minutes, 40 seconds.
8 minutes, 40 seconds. Sean Ross Sapp?
It was somewhere in the neighborhood of 13 and a half excruciating minutes. I remember that vividly.
13 and a half excruciating minutes. Tempest?
I said 13 minutes. Oop.
13. Can confirm Brock versus Goldberg went a lifetime's worth. 13 minutes, 48 seconds. Very good, Sean Ross Sapp. 3 beautifully earned points. Can't argue with that. Next up, Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe, 2 out of 3 falls. This was to determine the #1 contender to Finn Balor's NXT Championship. Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe, 2 out of 3 falls on an episode of NXT. Lovely match. Criminally underrated. Sweet Monkey Tuesday says, save us, step host, #SRS, #FTF. Andrew says, quick question to Adam. I recently picked up your book, Serious Stories from a Serious Boy, and was just wondering what inspires a man to write about a 60-something British writer forming a sex cult and railing Clive Owen. That is a very stupid story. First of all, thank you very much for buying a copy of my short stories. They are dumb, as evidenced by you describing one of the books. It's literally about Patrick Marber, one of the writers of Alan Partridge, and several plays forming a sex cult in a bunch of caves and repeatedly slamming Clive Owen. What I don't know. What genuinely I don't know. I don't know. Came to me in a dream, shall we say. But let's go to Tempest now. Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe, 2 out of 3 falls. What you thinking?
I don't know. I don't have like a real educated guess, but I know it's like a long match. So I'm going to say 43 minutes.
43 minutes. Sean Ross Sapp.
Wow.
Goodness, I thought you said this was going to be an individual portion of the
The
game.
grouping on this. Sat, how about you?
I don't remember it. So I went 18 minutes, 47 seconds.
18 minutes, 47. And SP3.
I went 44 minutes because of commercials, probably, because I know that was the whole show.
It was
basically.
it was the show, yeah.
Yes, the reason I picked it was a one-match show. The match went the entire length of the NXT episode, barring a brief promo at the beginning.
I think it'd be fair if it was an hour. I think it'd be fair to give it. Well, wait. Was it 44 minutes on the screen, or because they taped that, didn't they?
So
How do we parse that?
I'm going with what Cage Match post.
Okay.
Cage Match I find slightly more reliable than Wikipedia for these things.
Okay.
So I went with the Cage Match number, which was 43 minutes and 8
Oh, well,
seconds.
fuck him then.
3 points to SRS, 3 points to Tempest. Very nicely played. Question number 4. How long was Undertaker versus HBK at WrestleMania 25?
Ooh.
I feel like I knew this once upon a time. You know?
I don't.
Van Twinblade.
One of my favorite matches ever.
Van Twinblade says, read it about halfway through the show, please, Adam. All right, I will. It's a very special love o'clock because today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Van Twinblade. It's time for you all to say nice things about each other. Hashtag Donglord, hashtag LIW for life. Well, I'll split you up into pairs. SRS, can you say something nice about Tempest, please?
Asshole.
He's the longest reigning QuizzleMania champion by hook or by crook.
Technically, that is correct.
But I actually enjoy Tempest's work, so there you go.
Tempest,
just not on this show.
Tempest, could you say something nice about Sati Niangi, please?
It's got lovely, lovely hair. Look at that hair.
He does. It's great hair.
I love it.
I'm very incredible sense of style, honestly. Blowing the rest of this panel away.
Okay, Tempest. Just rail it in. Come on.
I love you, man. Thank you so much. I love your mask. And you got beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It really brings out the eyes, I'm told.
Sat Niangi, could you say something nice about SP3, please?
He's a handsome mofo and the busiest content creator in the wrestling landscape.
Can't say that with Sean here.
No, I mean that. I meant like you do, man. You do multiple stuff. Come on, don't be humble.
Thank you. Take it. Thank you.
When I give you a compliment, you put it here. Don't drop my compliment.
No, give them to me. Like I like it better when he gets compliments and then he gives them to me instead.
Running interception on someone else's compliment. Sure.
Yeah. Like that.
SP3, could you close us off by saying something nice about Sean Ross Sapp?
You already have.
He's on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling media, and he's a really nice guy. I actually got to meet him. He's not as mean as he can be here. He's a very nice individual. So
genuinely, it's one of my least favorite things about you, Sean, is that you're a fucking nice bloke. Like it would be so much easier if you were just a prick.
It'd be easier if I wasn't just like everybody else who has a Chihuahua Beanie Baby in their collection. But I'm just a normal guy, like all you people. That's it.
Sean Ross Sapp, how long was Undertaker versus HBK 1, please?
I put 30 minutes down. I know it was over 30 minutes, but I just don't know where in there it was.
30 minutes on the dot. Sat, we're going to come to you, going out of order.
Oh, man. I went with 38 minutes, 50 seconds.
Not a bad guess at all. SP3?
I figured everybody would put 30 minutes or so I put 30 minutes, 25 seconds.
30 minutes, 25 seconds. Huge fan of that.
I had the same thought, and I went 30 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow. One of your motherfuckers has it on the bean. That match lasted exactly 30 minutes and 30 seconds long. Well,
oh my God.
Wow.
He's the longest rating for a reason.
Yes.
This is not the ASMR portion of QuizzleMania, Sean Ross Sapp. He's just eating chips in the middle of our show.
Pay me, Grippos. Pay me.
You want me to put Sean Ross Sapp over in a way that'll totally kill his gimmick? He's actually quite tall.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about this briefly. This is a QuizzleMania exclusive. My favorite thing when people meet me is how confused they are by my height. Because I'm not really tall. I'm also just not really short. But because I've made a rib of it for so long, people expect me to be one or the other. Then when I show up and I'm just normal sized, like I can see them like sizing me up. They're like, is he on a stair? Is he up higher than me? Is he lower than me? But yeah, I do like the confused people that approach me.
All right, and we're going to end with the fifth question in this round. What's very often called the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels of Fairview Wrestling? It is Sean Ross Sapp versus Jay Grooms 2. Fantastic match that you too can find on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll give you all a scoop. I can tell you at what point I gassed out. And that was about 1.5 minutes into it.
All right,
Now,
there's the hint. It's longer
okay.
than a minute and a half.
Because I was the person who uploaded this video. Are we talking bell to bell, or are we talking the length of the video?
We're talking bell to bell, Sean Ross Sapp.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
okay.
All right. So, how? What a singlet, Keith Bearcat Lee over there.
Got that the day before. The day before.
So my question is the fellow you're wrestling, is his name Jay Grooms 2, or is this the second match?
It's the second match that
series?
we had in that series because nobody else there could wrestle. Like, it's sad. We were the best workers in that show, and that's very sad. But yes, this was our second match in this series. Yeah.
All right, so I'll give you a bit of time to write down how long you think Sean Ross Sapp can go. Nikos Leonardos says, hey everyone, first time multi-chatting on QuizzleMania here. Hope you're all doing fine this Wednesday night. Random question to break the ice. Was there ever a wrestler you weren't a fan of at first, but ended up loving later on? Mine is Kenny Omega. Ooh, very interesting.
Braun Strowman for me.
Classic example. Very, very good.
For me, it was actually Rusev. Like, just that
Really?
first year, I was just like, it's just kind of generic foreign heel stuff. And then I saw like the handsome Rusev and Rusev Day and him bringing like a lot more of that personality out. And now he's like one of my favorite wrestlers.
I think everyone went on a kind of a similar journey with The Miz. I think everyone kind of went on that journey together of just like slowly coming to terms with the fact that he's amazing. But then again, like The Miz did also get a lot better. But yeah, I can't think of any other than that. Sat, do you have any examples of someone you just didn't like immediately, but then they really grew on you?
Samoa Joe. I was like Scott Steiner. I was like, he's fat.
You got a fat ass.
No, I feel like he was too try-hardy. Like, I remember when Kurt Angle headbutted him. I was like, yes, Angle, finish him, my son, fat bastard. And then I grew to appreciate his work rate, and he's tremendous. And I feel kind of guilty. That was my first impression of how I felt towards him. I love Samoa Joe, but young Sat, I was like Scott Steiner.
Amazing. All right, we're gonna end with Sean Ross Sapp, obviously. So Tempest, how long do you think Sean Ross Sapp can wrestle?
There was a lot of factors here. It's like it's an indie match, so like maybe it'll be fairly short, but also if they were the best workers on the show, maybe they were like, maybe this is the main event or something. So like, I don't know. I went in the middle. I went 8 minutes, 10 seconds.
8 minutes, 10. Classic SmackDown length, that. Sat, how about you?
I thought it was a barn burner. 16 minutes and 27 seconds.
16 minutes, 27 seconds. SP3.
I was like, there's a 15-minute time limit, and Sean won with 3 seconds left. 14 minutes, 57 seconds.
14 minutes, 57 seconds. Sean Ross Sapp.
It was supposed to be 10 minutes right before we went out there. Somebody didn't show up. They said, can you do 15? We said, yeah. We did 16.
16 minutes. Can confirm the correct time was 16 minutes and 16 seconds. That nets another 3 points for Sean. And now I know you want to...
Thanks for getting people to discover that, by the way. Just what I wanted.
Yeah, if you search for Tag Partners Clash, Sean Ross Sapp versus Jay Grooms 2. Don't worry, I know you're all clamoring for it. A little bit of a spoiler. Here's the finish.
Oh, over! It's over!
Jobbed him out! My own match wrestling coach.
Well done.
Originally, Jay Grooms was supposed to go over, but Sean Ross Sapp said that creative doesn't work for me, brother.
Shot on him. He would murder all of us consecutively with his bare hands, legitimately.
I have no doubt. That's what QuizzleMania is all about, is punching up. Right. So with that being said, scores as they stand. In fourth place with 6 points, it's SP3. In third place with 9, it's Sat Niangi. In second place with 19, it's Tempest. But in first place, the man, the myth, the undefeated Sean Ross Sapp with 22 points. But all still to play for as we play a brand new round.
I'm just going to show up and take this title from Tempest with a backslide. I can't wait.
This is called Herd mentality. Now, I must be completely upfront. This is not a round of my own creation. I've heavily cribbed it from a board game called Herd Mentality, made by the wonderful people at Big Potato Games. I love that board game, and I thought I'm gonna move it over to QuizzleMania. So if you like this round, go and check out the board game because it's not only fairly cheap, but it's also bloody lovely. Right. So herd mentality is very simple. I'm going to ask you 8 questions. Every single question you're going to write down an answer, and everyone's going to show their answers at the same time. What you want to do is be in the majority. You want to get the same answer as whoever has the most popular answer. Which is very simple. Like if there's a 4-way tie, like if no one gets it right, or if there's a 2-way tie, no one gets any points. However, if you are in the majority in having your answer up, if you match with the most other people, so if you get, for example, everyone gets the same thing, 3 out of 4 people get the same thing, or if it's just 2 people get the same thing, the other 2 get different things. As long as you have the majority consensus answer, you'll get 3 points. But here's the danger. If at any point you are the only one to be the odd one out, the only one to give a certain wrong answer, then you will become the odd man out. And at the end of the round, you won't get any points.
Oh, bother.
Ooh.
And the odd man out will carry over. So let's say, for example, in the first question, I say, what's your favorite Hulk Hogan entrance theme? Everyone writes down Real American, apart from Tempest, who, of course, writes down American Made. Because Tempest is the odd one out, he becomes the odd man. And then if all the rest of the questions, there's just like ties or everyone is part of the consensus, your odd man out status will carry on.
I see.
To be odd man out will get no points, no matter how many they accrue. Do I have any questions about this game?
A lot, but I'm just going to struggle through it.
You'll be fine.
This is the closest I've come to being on Board Game Club, and I love it. I'm
Damn
ready to go.
great. Wonderful board game. Check it out. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's easy as well. Right. So very simple. Some of these will just be binary choices, and you got to make the right choice that you think everyone else is making. For example, question 1. We're starting right here, folks. I'm going to ask you to write down the right answer, and then everyone's going to show their answers at the same time. I'll count you in. Don't worry about it. Question 1. Would you rather wrestle for Impact or New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Ooh.
You simply write down your answer on a piece of paper. Make it nice and big if you can, so that obviously when you show it up, it's easier to read. That's it. After the count of 3, I'm going to ask everyone to show their writing to the screen. And then if whoever's got the majority answer, everyone who's got that majority will get 3 points. And maybe there'll be someone who's the odd man out. Let's see. Right. I'm just going to read a quick ultra chat and then we'll jump into it. MJ Halloran says, throwing a donation to my favorite wrestling quiz show. Since the show so often places an emphasis on good mental health, I'd like to say thank you and remind everyone watching to know that asking for help isn't weakness, especially this time of year. Absolutely. Having worked in the Samaritans myself, like this is a real tough time of year for people with so much of an emphasis on family and togetherness. Not everyone has that. So just know that there are helplines you can call. There are people you can call if you need someone to talk to this time of year. So would you rather wrestle for Impact or New Japan Pro Wrestling? On the count of 3, everyone please show your answer at the screen. 1, 2, 3. Everyone has put New Japan Pro Wrestling, which means simple as this. That's 3 points for everyone because you were all part of the majority consensus. You are now part of the herd. Congratulations. All right, question number 2. Triple H's best entrance music.
Oh.
And remember, you don't have to put down what you think is the right answer. You have to put down what you think everyone else is going to put You want to be part of the herd. You do not want to be the odd man out. Such is the joy of herd mentality. Right. Arnie3444 says, Step host, just wanted to thank SRS for that one. Funniest thing ever. SRS, I don't know what this step host bit is. Please explain.
What are you doing, step host?
Is that the explanation I'm going to get?
Adam,
is it, Sean?
You're the best big step host ever.
I hate this. I really do. All right. Thank you very much, Sean. I asked and I answered. Right. Here we go. So, Triple H's best entrance music. On the count of 3, everyone show your answer at the camera. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Oh no! SP3.
I crossed it out.
Crossed it out.
I crossed it out.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
All right.
I had Evolution and I crossed it out too.
Yeah.
I
I was like, I think Sean might put my time, but I was like, no, they're gonna all pick the game.
Oh. Close.
Definitely harder,
SP3.
though.
I know.
You were almost the odd
I
man
know.
out.
I know.
All right. Next
All
up.
of his themes rule.
They do.
All of them.
They
Even the
do.
blue blood one rules.
All right. Question.
In the sand.
Number 3. Would you rather take a 5-star frog splash from RVD or a brogue kick from Sheamus?
Oh.
Would you rather take a 5-star frog splash from RVD or a brogue kick from Sheamus?
I'll ask you something, step host. Would you rather be stuck underneath a coffee table or inside a washing machine?
He wants his hand caught in a sink.
Oh, I don't know what this is, and I hate it. Right, I'm not going to go to a
Just a normal guy with a brown envelope full of dick pills. Just a regular guy.
blue collar, blue chew. Would you rather take a 5-star from RVD or a bro kick from Sheamus? Everyone, show your answer in 3, 2, 1. Oh no, Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah.
You are the odd man out. Everyone else chose the frog splash. I'm reliably informed that they always hurt from RVD.
Yes.
Yes, they
always
do.
hurt.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Doesn't matter. Like, I love Sheamus, but I've seen Sheamus knock teeth out. And
Exactly.
all that
Brian
stuff.
Danielson
Okay.
concussions and so forth.
Mhm.
A series just released where Triple H had his larynx crushed from a 5-star frog splash.
Yeah, I think I would rather take the bro kick. I'm gonna be
Mm.
honest.
I mean, if it's a brogue kick or a 5-star frog splash off the elimination chamber,
Mhm.
maybe I don't know, but I'll stick with it.
All right, so Sean, you're the odd man out, which means if you remain that way, if someone doesn't take that title from you, you're getting no points this round. Interesting stuff. All right, question number 4. Maybe have a bit more of a diversity of answers this one. WWE's best year.
Ooh.
It's actually tougher than I thought. I was like, yeah, right.
Well, that's the thing, Tempest. That's the
Yeah.
game. It's not what the right answer is. It's what everyone else's, perhaps their first impulse is, or what everyone else ends up second guessing themselves into.
Ah.
Such is the beauty of herd mentality. Rob Reed says it's shameful that Luke would jam it in so hard on Pete like that. He didn't even ask before jamming it in. Cool. Thanks, everyone. Lovely stuff. Alaska says, Adam, I need your help. My in-laws are due for dinner in about 20 minutes, and I forgot to jam that jam. What should I do? Thanks, everyone, for all of the content. Well, you better try fucking that fuck. How about that?
Yeah, and you better do it before your parents come home, step viewer.
Sean Blanford says, hello, friends. Great to have another QuizzleMania on this Thanksgiving Eve with the return of Senpai Dong Lord Goat SRS. Question, besides Bron Breakker, who in the NXT 2.0 new class has the highest ceiling?
Carmelo Hayes.
Mm.
Trick Williams is great too.
Yeah. I like Carmelo Hayes and Tony D'Angelo. just for the over the
Forget
top.
about it. Oh, the gabagool.
The gabagool.
The Gabba Goo. All right, on the count of 3, everyone ready? 1, 2, 3.
Come on, y'all.
I thought
Tempest.
2000 as well.
Yeah, Tempest. Listen, that was like my second answer.
Tempest, I tried to cheat and give you the answer, and you didn't even do
Holy
it.
shit. Also, isn't the answer 98? I would have put 98 in a
I put
Yeah.
what I thought everybody else would say.
Yeah, I thought everybody else
You're
would
playing
say
the game. You're playing the game. That's herd mentality.
I
Nah,
wanted to
man.
pick 2000. I wanted to pick 2000.
Kane's debut, WrestleMania
So pick
13,
2000,
Austin.
Sapp.
I mean, no. I listen. I watched wrestling in '97. Austin was great. Canada versus USA. The Patriot coming over for 2 months.
Doug Furnace, Phil
yes.
LaFon.
Vader. The eyes
for
for sure.
sure.
Goldust. Kane. It's gotta be Kane.
97 was my second guess, but I hear SP3's like, oh yeah, I would have picked 2000. Well, do it then. We both would have gotten points here.
Tempest, you're the odd man out, sir. You've got 4 more questions to lose this terrible anchor around your neck. Otherwise, you will sink and your points will be lost. Question number 5. Would you rather take a stink face or a pity city?
Oh, gosh.
If anyone's confused as to what a pity city is, it's when the nasty boys rub your face into their armpits. Would you rather take a stink face or a pity city? Remember, you're not just answering for yourself. You're answering for everyone around the table. Yoko Littner says, please inform SP3 and Sat that Littner Consulting has received good news on the Nikki ASH front. It could definitely be a game changer. Stay tuned.
To explain to everybody, Yoko Littner has a running gag on Wrestling Daily. They've been trying to get Nikki ASH to join Hit Row. Obviously, their efforts went for naught. So now they're trying something new for Nikki ASH. So they've been doing focus groups and sending us ultra chats to update us on the focus groups for Nikki ASH.
That's really silly. That's really silly. I guess I should point out if this changes anyone's answer. Obviously, the stink face is from Rikishi, and the pity city would be from a nasty boy of your choice. Knobs or sad dealer. Actually, no, fuck it. Knobs.
Oh, that's even worse.
Knobs. All right. Does anyone want to change their answer? Are we all locked in?
I'm locked in.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. That means no points. Tempest, you are still the odd man out. If you would pick something different,
What's wrong with you all?
Hey, I've been told nasty boys do not smell the best. That's bear pit in your face instead of a thong.
Okay,
the bit face.
Been told? I don't think you need to been told anything to know that Rikishi's ass is gonna stink. I mean, know that.
Guys, let's be honest. Rikishi rubs it on your chin. Like, he doesn't really rub it in people's faces. It's more like,
And if he doesn't like you, he's gonna rib you for it. Like, he's gonna really make sure it sucks.
I've seen the one he did to Lita. Like, she was
in there.
She was inside his throat, basically.
Right. Bad options.
All right. Question number 6. Would you rather? So no points for that one. Tempest still the odd man out. Question number 6. Would you rather fight Denise Salcedo or Luke Owen?
Oh, that's not nice.
That's a tough one, though.
And I want to know your reasons why.
Oh my God.
Would you rather fight Denise Salcedo or Luke Owen? Vandalia 1998 says, QuizzleMania question for Adam. Can you trace the path you made for WWE Championship within your Adam Cinematic Universe? The Adam Cinematic Universe is slowly coming together. Like, I try and get most of my bookings to kind of follow, like, to be almost like glimpse each other from the other side of the street. And Donato Hunter says, so is Tempest king that bitch? Are you king that bitch, Tempest?
I will be when I win.
My liege. Right. So has everyone got their answer of who would they rather fight, Denise Salcedo or Luke Owen? And I will say the comment section is split. So I'm really interested to see how you all, and I really want to hear your reasons why. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Luke.
Oh, everyone's going for Luke.
Gotta be Luke.
Yep.
That's 3 points for everyone. Luke will fuck you
Although
up. He's got a dark past.
And Luke's got a life to fight for now. So I mean that isn't a good thing. It's just nobody wants to fight Denise because even if you win, she'll never let you hear the end of it.
Exactly.
I think Denise would really go for your neck as well. Like she would fight dirty. So while there is 3 points for everyone, that last question, and well done to everyone, by the way, because no one has become new odd man out, Tempest, you are still odd man out. If you don't pass that off in the next 2 questions, all your points will be for naught. All right. Question number 7. If you could own the original of any championship belt, which would you choose?
Ooh.
The original. I know that there's like loads of each one, but like the original, the first design they ever made, the one that went on television the most, the one that the champions walked around with. If you could own any version of any championship belt, what would you choose? And remember, you don't want to be naming the niche indie belt that you saw that one time. You want to name the belt that you think other people are going to choose.
So Gravy clearly the one that I won at Fairview Wrestling.
What was that belt called?
If I remember. They let me keep it though.
Oh, really? Is it in the house?
Yeah, it's just like one of those standard like mass-produced replicas that is nondescript.
Yeah, I understand. Like a copy of like the Big Eagle, but with a Jam That Jam sticker.
No, it's like it's one that's like not WWE, WCW. It's just like one that you have seen on like a billion crap level indies before.
That's fair. Gravy Train says, will we ever see how WWE should have booked Hulk Hogan fornicating with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife? Yam that yam. No, thank you. No.
I think they booked that one themselves pretty
yeah. And booked themselves into a shoot.
Yes, very, very much so. All right. On the count of 3 then, this is the penultimate one, Tempest. You got to hope for a miracle here, bud. 1, 2, 3. Winged Eagle all around, which is 3 points for everyone. I'm surprised no one went big gold belt. Really surprised by that one. But that is across the board, which means Tempest.
Yeah.
You need this, buddy. You need this. Question number 8. Would you rather join Vince's Kiss My Ass Club in 2021 or take a spear from 2003 Goldberg?
Oh.
Would you rather join Vince's Kiss My Ass Club this year or take a spear from Goldberg in 2003? Joseph Ray says, hello, lads. Adam, you never answered my question on the Survivor Series stream, and I now open up to the panel. What is your favorite food? A meal you could eat without tiring. Tempest gave his on the NXT stream, and it was controversial for some.
What the fuck was that about? I literally just said mac and cheese, like a baked mac and cheese with breadcrumbs on it. And apparently everyone's like, fucking breadcrumbs? What the fuck?
Tempest, you goddamn disgusting son of a bitch. I would say, well, like if you just talk about comfort food, which I could just eat and eat and eat, and I love, it's baked beans and Yorkshire puddings with melted cheese on top. Just because that is my childhood comfort food. It's baked beans, it's Yorkshire puddings, it's cheese, it's everything you want. It's cheese on toast, but just like it tastes nicer. So
I don't know what Yorkshire puddings are. What are those?
Do you, really?
No, I have no idea. Like, is it?
So
I've never heard of it.
Oh my god, I'm humiliated. No, Yorkshire puddings are like kind of like bit of like it's sort of like pastry things, like a dough thing that you have in like a Sunday roast. You
So
have like a roast chicken. A Yorkshire pudding is like a big kind of like doughy thing which rises. It's light, and then you pour gravy over it and you bite.
That sounds awesome.
It's really, really
Very
good.
good.
Right. Okay. So, would you rather join Vince's Kiss My Ass Club in 2021 or
Come
take
on,
a
guys.
spear from 2003 Goldberg? All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Are you all fucked?
Tempest, I was thinking about it, but I panicked.
You're not helping me here, Sat. You can keep saying, "Oh, I was with you, pal." Fuck.
I was thinking Bret Hart's career is over because of Goldberg. My spleen may be split in half, but I don't know.
Hey, you lose your dignity kissing Vince's ass. You gain respect taking that spear. So
No, you lose your life.
I'll be shitting my spleen.
I'm okay with that. At least I got the respect.
Hey, I'm just a normal guy who will be bleeding from my anus after taking a spear from Goldberg.
Just a normal guy.
Jesus Christ.
Just like everybody else.
all right. Tempest,
Give a
you
little
end.
William Regal peck on the cheek. Be done with it. Never need to think about it again. Lock
I
it
always-
in your brain.
What I always think of is Marty Jannetty's look of disgust when he was down there. Because let's be real, Marty Jannetty's seen worse shit than that in his life. And even he was like, oh, man, I don't know about this. Oh.
Oh my god. It would be his raggedy old grandpa ass as well, Tempest. So
That's fine. You take a spear from Goldberg, you're gonna die. All right, cool.
right. I just
Matters
see the
what I answered.
someone in the comments has literally put it would be like kissing a shower curtain.
Oh, God. Yeah, I take solace in the fact that there was no way I could have gotten out of that.
Odd
I
man.
would have needed 2 other people to vote with me in order.
Afraid
to
so,
get there.
Tempest. I am now going to erase all of your points for the past round, which means
I love that round.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That's
That
a
was
fun
really
round.
fun.
That was a good round.
well,
Yes,
then, Sean Rossap, you would very much appreciate the board game Herd Mentality by Big Potato
Is this a
Games.
plug?
Genuinely, no. Like, I just really like the game and I stole it, so I felt like it was only fair.
Adam likes a board game? Impossible.
Fancy that.
I mean, I did like really mentally fucking everybody on your board game show too. That was a lot of fun. Like I abused those people and it was so much fun.
Thank you, Sean. It was a great episode of Spyfall. If you haven't seen it, head on over to No Rolls Barred and see Sean Ross Sapp play Spyfall. It's a wonderful time. I will say after that round, the points are as follows. With 19 points, it's Tempest, and I'm so sorry.
What can you do?
In third place with 27 points, it's SP3. In second place with 30, it's Sati Niangi. In first place with 40 points, it's Sean Ross Sapp.
Hook in the arms, backslide. There we go.
Oh, over. It's over.
That's a championship ref count as well.
Weight on the shoulders, hooked the arm out of the fisherman suplex. Damn.
Right. Very good. But there is time, Tempest, for you to claw this back. Don't you worry.
I've got my working shoes on now.
There's 2 rounds left, one of which is, well, it had to be. And it's been a while. Whose nips are these? Eyes down looking. The Sean Ross Sapp's Achilles heel of QuizzleMania. Right. I'm just going to show you a pair.
Did Achilles have nips? Or was he
The
nipless?
Sean Ross Sapp's Achilles nipple.
Yeah. I bet he had really strong nipples, so it doesn't work like that.
To be fair, if you take an arrow through the nipple, you're probably going down. So that
Yeah,
makes
true.
sense. Right, I'm going to simply, if you've never seen this show before, I'm going to show our players a picture of a wrestler's nipples and only those wrestlers' nipples. All they have to do is identify the wrestlers from their big hulking man nips. So if they can do that, they get 3 points. They're all going to write their answers down and show them one by one. Simple as that. Whose nips are these? Volt Knight says, is Sean the step host? Egg, you got this, SP3. Egg versus SRS next QuizzleMania. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for making these last 2 years tolerable. And Trevor has donated $10 saying, Adam and Sean, you kept me going through a time in my life where I lost everything important. Wife, daughter, job, house. Your humor put a smile on my face and kept me going. Please know that you make big, positive impacts on people's lives. Never change. Fuck that fuck. Thank you so much, Trevor. I really hope that thing. Yeah, we really do. And we really hope things pick up for you, bud. We really do. The BT says, sad blood on the clock tower news. Nottingham games run by Ben got cancelled temporarily for lack of interest. Go to the clock tower page to see when live games are around the UK. Go SRS. The collapse of lost intangibles is overdue. Damn. All right, we're going to start with Tempest. Tempest, you need the point. My dude, whose nips were those?
I went with Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. Sat?
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. Tempest? No, we've had you. Sean or Snap?
It's his limitless nips.
Keith Lee. And SP3?
Those are Bearcat nips.
Bearcat Lee. We started you off with something of an easy one. Those were indeed the nipples of Keith Bearcat Lee. And I've just realized I don't have that overlay uploaded to the back end. But don't you worry. Here it is now. There he is. The only man in history to make a no mustache beard combo look good. That would be Keith Bearcat Lee. Right, next up. Oh, that's 3 points to everyone. Better assign those points. 3, 3, 3, 3s across the board. Whose nips are these? Self-willed soul says, so happy to see SP3 and Sat from Wrestling Daily. However, I have to go with everyone's favorite son, SRS, for the win to finally be champion again. Question, when will Greg Cherry finally appear on QuizzleMania? Hashtag fuck that fuck. Hashtag Greg Cherry for QuizzleMania. At this point, so much of a bit, it may never happen. Sophie says, first QuizzleMania since the boy next to me asked me to marry him. He definitely have preferred Adam, but you can't have everything in life. Big love to Phil, and thanks to all of you as always. Congratulations, Sophie. I'm assuming you said yes. So congratulations on the two of you for your impending nuptials. And for the impending niptuals, let's head over to Sean Ross Sapp to ask him whose nips were those.
I'm going with T-Bar, but I don't know.
Bar. SP3.
I went for Morrison, Mundo, Impact, Nitro, Johnny.
John Morrison, Temples.
I also went for John Morrison.
John Morrison and Sat.
Shaman of Sexy.
The Shaman of Sexy. Those were indeed the nips of one Jathanuel Q Morrison. Look at him. What a beautiful man. So that was 3 points to everyone, barring SRS.
Greg Cherry can have my 3 points.
It's okay. He won another fucking fan QuizzleMania today. He's got plenty of trophies. Yeah.
I've posted so many trophies to that man. Right. He'll soon be sitting on the throne of them like in Game of Thrones. Right. Next up. Maybe too easy, this one, but we'll see.
I don't even have a trophy.
And over my dead body, Sean. Whose nips are those? Rabbi Joe 316 says, thankful for the Turkey Day Eve edition of QuizzleMania. Awesome content from awesome folks. Thoughts on new direction for new free agents besides the obvious Mia Yim, Ember Moon, Keith Lee to AEW? Are you watching Tony Khan? Give us Lee versus Miro. Hashtag give that thanks. Keith Lee is a layup. I think for anywhere, I'd like to see him. I think he would do brilliantly in New Japan. I think he would do brilliantly in Impact, but I would be lying if I said I didn't want to see it in AEW.
I think Swerve will split from Hit Row and he'll go to AEW.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That's the one I'm most excited about, honestly.
Such a shame because I like such potential as a group. But yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. They didn't quite have the time under them to maybe be a package deal, which is such a shame.
Yeah.
Such a good group. Right, whose nips are those? Possibly too easy, these. But I'll ask SP3 first. Whose nips were they?
Those are some killer nipples.
Those are Killer Cross's nipples. Sat.
Fallen prey to Carrion's nipples.
Karen's nipples. Tempest.
Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross. Sean Sapp. Karrion Kross can confirm those were the nips of Karrion Kross. R.I.P. That is, I don't know how you fucked that up. I really don't. I know not everyone was super keen on his NXT champion run, but I thought he was baller.
Anyone who doubts he can work should check out his Bloodsport match with Davey Boy Smith Jr. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
May I get like 2 minutes to switch my headphones because my AirPods are currently dying.
DQ.
You may, Tempest. You may.
Thank you.
So we've done Rabbi Joe. Sadie Deeganhausen says, "Hey boys, Adam, how am I meant to pick someone to root for out of these beautiful, brainy boys? Relatable King Step host Sean, you're back. Please win and never leave again. I love you, Tempest, but you need to take care of Pete. Lol, FTF, LIW for life? ? Okay, bye." LJ Bebe says, "Hi, first time Ultra Chat. I've watched every QuizzleMania. Just want to say thank you to all help me through the tough time. If it wasn't for QuizzleMania, I wouldn't know great channels such as Fightful, Going in Raw, Church of Joshi, and Wrestling Daily. Thank you." And True Heel Heat. Absolutely. Make sure you subscribe to True Heel Heat. Hang on, let me just full screen that for you, SP3. So.
Yeah, these are the goals. The goals we're doing. 260 subs away for 2K for True Heel Heat. And then we got 2,000 or so for Wrestling Daily, 15K. So
we can get those goals. Come on, folks. Let's get there. And remember, at 15K, I believe we had a stipulation on the line that it's War Games. Between Wrestling Daily and Wrestle Talk. At Res Daily, hashtag Greg Cherry for QuizzleMania, Mockamania, give me Luke. I would like to see that matchup. All right, and finally, Jack119 says, first time Ultra Chat, I binged all 41 QuizzleManias. We've done 41 of them, guys. Jesus. I've binged all 41 QuizzleManias in the last few weeks since discovering it. It's kept me cheery after the recent passing of my baby nephew. And I'm so grateful to everyone at QuizzleMania for that. Sincerely, thank you all so much. It means everything. Jack, I don't know what to say. I'm really sorry to hear that. And all my love to you and your family. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And we're really glad to have made even the slightest difference in such a horrible time. Turkey Day Tryhard has said, with NXT War Games being seemingly old versus new, who on the current roster would you have on Team Old School, like the current team, but only swap? But for example, my only swap would be LA Knight for Samoa Joe, wherever he is. Since Jam That Jam, happy holidays to all. I mean, like the old school of NXT, like, yeah, Ciampa Gargano for sure. Pete Dunne makes sense. And yeah, like Samoa Joe, like shame Finn Balor left because he's like as old school NXT as you can get. Hell, bring Sami Zayn back down. Oh, no, don't, because NXT's not good anymore. Oh, God, I've made myself sad.
You could do like Kyle O'Reilly. You could split him and Von Wagner and put Von Wagner on the other team.
I was gonna say that let poor Kyle O'Reilly come out to his own music instead of Von Wagner's and be part of War Games.
Oh,
and
the
also
most generic music ever.
Also, Roderick Strong as well. I mean, he's a NXT.
Yeah. Well, he's busy fighting non-cruiserweight Joe Casey for the cruiserweight championship. Wrestling doesn't have to be this hard. All right. So. Who's nips? Oh yeah, sorry. Whose nips are these? Did I show you these nips?
No,
I didn't. Whose nips are those?
No.
Sorry, everyone. Whose nips are these? Finishing quiz says, Adam, are you going to play Unmatched on Board Game Club? It would be nice to see more 2-player games on there. Also, SP3, you should not be saying that you are thankful of your kids to Adam. He famously hates kids. Love you all. Jam that jam. I don't hate your kids, SP3.
Exactly.
Your kids are great.
My daughter taught you how to Harlem Shake. Well, you knew already. So more.
Oh, I knew.
Exactly.
Oh, I knew.
Exactly.
A refresher course, but a vital one nonetheless. No, no, I absolutely, yeah, kids are the worst. But it's like I don't like people, but I like individual people. Like I like all of the people on the thing, but I don't like people as a whole. As a whole, I think kids are horrible, just horrible parasites. But your kids, SP3, absolutely top draw, fantastic. Well done.
Thank
You're
you. I
welcome.
appreciate that.
You're very welcome. All right, whose nips are these? Moving right along. So, Sat, we're going to start with you. Do you have a name on the page?
Gold standard nipples.
Shelton Benjamin Nipples. Tempest.
That would be the godfather of Brock Lesnar's daughter, Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin. Sean or Sapp.
Oh, Shelton.
Shelton and SP3.
Ain't no stopping those nips.
I missed that theme.
Me too.
Absolutely, those were the nipples of one Shelton Benjamin. Very, very good. Love to see it. Finally, whose nips are these?
Oh yeah,
Whose nips are
I
those?
think I know that one.
Jay Morgan, question for SRS. In Cincinnati, Moxley said he thinks the Cincy is an untapped wrestling market that could be like Philly or Chicago. As someone familiar with the area, do you agree with him? Or is it just wishful thinking from a hometown boy?
Yes, I do. And I didn't used to think so, but a few years ago when WWE came and they sold really well, they did a Starrcade here. And as a result of that attendance, we actually got a December 26th house show, which if anybody has followed WWE's trends, they usually give that to the Chicagos, New Yorks, Detroits. So it's very clear they saw that there. AEW sold really well here as well. I think it would help cultivate more talent. And you're bringing up a lot of the fans from Kentucky because there's not a great scene here in Kentucky because wrestling is regulated for some reason. And it just doesn't cultivate as well. So I think Cincinnati would be a really good area.
Fascinating. All right. Thanks very much. Okay, whose nips are these? Sat, we'll go with you first again. Whose nips are these?
Stubbly nipples of T-Bar.
T-Bar's nips. Tempest.
I also went for T-Bar.
T-Bar. Sean or Sapp.
I didn't even write his name down because I already guessed him earlier. T-Bar.
T-Bar and SP3.
Got this one wrong. I went with Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby, can confirm you all got this one wrong.
Ooh.
Those were the fishy nipples of Bobby Fish.
I saw the
Wow.
undisputed power, the undisputed tag. That's what I thought. Damn.
Very, very
Armband
good.
threw me off.
Yeah.
All right, so here are the scores going into the final round. Very, very important. In last place was 31, Tempest, clawing his way back. In third place was 39, SP3. In second place with 42, it's Sat. In first place with 49, SRS, which means everything can be up for grabs. You might need a Hail Mary here, Tempest, but I believe in you, my dude.
Just whatever you do, don't grab the sink's garbage disposal step host. Don't do that. That's not up for grabs. Don't do that.
I don't understand. We are playing everyone's favorite, tensest round in QuizzleMania history.
Oh, man.
It's That's My Line.
Damn it, Adam.
He's got to get it in. He's got to
Like
get it
one
in like
shot.
what, 2 to retain?
You've got to get it into. and
No.
everyone
Okay.
else
So
has
he would
to.
have to get it. Yeah, he would have to guess it in 2 to retain. Oh,
And for you to get like 0. For you
yeah, and I'd have to get
flunk
0.
out.
Los
Damn it,
Ingobernables de Wrestle Talk falling apart potentially, but it's not over yet. It is
I
not
might
over yet.
lose. I might lose this whole game for sure.
Might.
But I beat Tempest.
Tempest, you are up first at bat, sir.
Oh,
We
yeah.
believe in you. We all are here for you. I need a number between 1 and 6 from you, bud.
LIW for life.
Number 4. All right. I have your wrestler's information in front of me. You have 20 points to start. If you've not, I should do it because it might be some. Every QuizzleMania might be someone's first QuizzleMania. This is basically 20 questions. I have a wrestler in mind. I'm looking at their image. I'm looking at their Wikipedia page. Tempest has to try and work out who that wrestler is by asking me yes or no questions. But here's the rub. Every yes or no, he starts with 20 points. Every yes or no question he asks me, which isn't a correct guess, will cost him 1 point. So at the end of 20 questions, he will have no points and he will be out. Once he has correctly identified his wrestler, however many points are still on the screen, is how many points Tempest will be walking away with. Tempest, I'm ready when you are. It's all in the balance. Let's do this.
Really, my only shot at winning this thing was if it was survival at the end. So, Hail Mary. Is it Isaiah Swerve Scott?
It's not Isaiah Swerve Scott.
I figured it was worth a shot. It's like, that's a name. Okay. Well, in that case, good job. Good job, SRS. You finally did it. You finally beat me.
Now, hang on. You could get this one right, and then you would be
retain if I get 0, which is possible.
You need another Hail Mary here.
I mean, I gotta go for it. Oh. It's never going to be Sid again, so I'm not going to bother. But that, of course, it would be. But then saying that means that it won't be. How many times can I reverse psychology this so that it ends up being Sid? Someone that hasn't come up yet that
Val Venus.
It's never going to be Val Venus. Asshole. Val Venus, not you. Okay. Let's say who the fuck else got fired recently? Hail Mary throw. Screw it. Is it Sid?
No.
Didn't think so. All right. It was a good run.
Now he's got to play the game.
It was a good run, Tempest. It was a good run.
I mean, think about it. At this point, you're first or last. You can just guess 18 straight people.
You know whose fault this really was? This is SP3's fault. You could have just said 2000 was the best WWE year, like you wanted to, and this wouldn't have happened. It's all on you, brother.
Blame me.
I mean, realistically, who else am I going to blame? Is it a male?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Are they active?
Yes.
Are they currently signed to anything under the WWE umbrella?
Yes.
Have they ever been a top champion, meaning
yes.
WWE World Heavyweight Universal? Okay. So that narrows that down. Have they ever main evented WrestleMania?
Yep.
Okay. That really narrows it down. Okay. Okay, let me just see real quick. God, I don't even remember who's on the WWE roster now.
Less than they used to be.
Yeah, seems to be. That list is shrinking every day, every week it seems. Are they Caucasian?
Yep.
Is it The Miz?
Yeah, it is. Very good. 4 points.
Impressive.
That's a lot better than I usually do on this round. I just
That
need the
was-
pressure to be taken off.
You are currently in second place now. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
If you're not first, you're last.
Good impression of Sean. Right. SP3, you're up. How you feeling?
Nervous, but I'm here.
You're present. You're correct. All right. I'm going to need a number between 1 and 5, please.
SP3.
Very, very good. All right. I've got your wrestler's information in front of me. I'm ready when you are, sir.
Are they active?
Yes.
Are they male or female?
I need a yes or no question.
Oh,
please.
are they male? Excuse me. I'm sorry.
No.
Do they work for WWE?
No.
Do they work for AEW?
Yes.
Were they on the Full Gear card or buy-in?
On the buy-in. No.
Have they won the AEW Women's World Championship?
No.
Are they Caucasian?
No.
Jade Cargill?
13 points.
Well
Professional.
done.
Professional
Well done.
stuff. Very, very good. 52 points, putting you 3 points ahead of the current leader, Sean Sapp. Sat,
Yes.
follow that, sir.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, yes. I'm going to need a number between 1 and 4.
For life.
For life.
Question mark.
I have your wrestler's information in front of me. Ready when you are.
Okay. Are they female?
No.
Are they black?
Yes.
Are they active?
Yes.
Ooh, you went yes.
No. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Have they main evented WrestleMania?
No.
Ah, shiznit. Are they currently competing in WWE?
No.
AEW?
No.
So the black, not in WWE. Is it Keith Lee?
No.
Swerve?
It's worth 13 points.
Wow.
This one's gonna be tough for me.
Well done.
At 55 points for you, sir. Sean Sapp, as you step up to the plate, the crowd on their feet, as you look to pick up a victory almost as powerful.
Over! It's over!
Can
Do you
he?
see?
By...
Do you see him shaking his head? He knew that was it. He goes, no. He knew. He knew he was not kicking out of my backslide.
Not yours.
You will
Damn.
need. You
I
will
just
need to
realized
gain at least 6. Well, you'll need to gain at least 7 points to
Win.
walk
Yeah.
away. You'll have to gain 6 points to tie with Sat, at which point we'll have to come up with some form of tiebreaker. But you want to get 7 points or more.
Yeah.
And I will need a number between 1 and 3.
SR1.
1 it is. Ready when you are.
Build over. Okay. Is this person build over 230 pounds?
No.
I've also realized that if I had just picked the correct number, I would have Hail Married that bitch.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
What a-
That's
I
messed
just
up.
picked wrong. Do you like randomize the numbers after we pick it all?
So I've got them written down 1 to 6, and then I simply
Mhm.
remove the previous number, so they all kind of compress to a new kind of a list of 5, then a list of 4, then a list of
Mhm.
3.
So
If you
which
would
one
pick-
did you pick, Sat?
If you had given me number 6,
4.
yeah, it was down to a number 4 by then. So if you had given me 6 right off the bat, Tempest, and you had chosen Isaiah Swerve Scott, you
Damn.
would have Hail Married that bitch. But you
So
also
close.
probably wouldn't have beaten what Sat just
No.
got. So so.
No, probably
Okay,
not.
Is this person an active performer? Wait, an active wrestler?
Yes.
Are they signed to WWE or AEW?
No.
Is this person signed to any wrestling company?
No.
Man. Is this person American?
Yes.
Is this person a man?
No.
So it's an unsigned American woman. That is active. I hate to ask questions about race. Is this a white person?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you got to say, are they white?
Are they white? Are they white?
Have they ever held a top women's championship in Impact, AEW, or WWE?
No.
You got to be careful when you ask a question like that, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
There's some gray area.
Oh, there is.
Fucking get over it, Tempest.
Well, so I'll go through my line of thinking. It can't be Tessa. Tessa is signed to Wow Women of Wrestling.
Yes.
Because I reported that on FightfulSelect.com. Ty is Canadian. Chelsea's Canadian. I'm trying to remember if Lana, where she was born, because I think she was. I can't remember if she was born in the States or Russia.
It was Latvia.
I feel like she relocated there.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Five guesses, Sean.
I know. Was this person released from WWE after July? In July or after?
No.
So, it's not Eva Marie. It's not Scarlett. Is it Lana?
And new QuizzleMania champion with 60 points. That is Sean Ross Sapp, stomping back into QuizzleMania and walking out with the big W.
Oh, over, it's over.
Beautiful. Well done.
6 times. And now I want to take the time to say something. QuizzleMania has been a big part of my success. It exposed me to a new audience, and now, you know, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, and I thank all you people, but I have to be honest. I'm nothing like you plebs. I got a Turbo Man doll. All you losers have dads that are breaking into Phil Hartman's house. Like your dads are postmen running around the world trying to win them from radio stations and the Big Show, but they speak Spanish. This one doesn't. This is the English speaking version. Mine will be nestled safely underneath my tree while all of you plebs cry about it. And I've got the real Turbo Man at home. I'm going to dress up like Turbo Man and run around with my non-existent QuizzleMania trophies that Adam won't send to me.
You finished?
I'm just so much better. They don't have this. You can't find these anywhere.
The final scores in last place with 43 points. It was a hell of a run, but all good things must come to an end. You'll get them next time, Tempest, with 43.
Mentality.
You had so many points, Tempest.
Yeah. I'd be a little more upset if that round wasn't so fun.
Board games, though. In third place with 52, SP3, very respectable 52. In second place with 55. What a debut performance from Sati Niangi. But with 5 points to spare, in first place with 60, it's Sean Ross Sapp. Thank you so much to everyone who's been a part of this QuizzleMania. We have a few, not a lot, we have a few ultra chats to get. Hello, Hillbilly Jim.
Signed.
Is this officially a heel turn, Sean? Are you heel on QuizzleMania again, or are you? What's the sitch here? Clear it up with the fans.
I don't know, but like, you know what? To prove how just normal I am. Thanks, Greg.
Jesus Christ.
Aw.
Oh, that's
not nice.
LIW have lost all the gold. Does this mean you'll be shaving this part of your chin, Tempest?
No, I'm actually going to shave the rest of my entire face so that when we kiss to make each other feel better, we'll make one whole beard.
First of all, before we kick into the chat, I'm going to pop some banners up here. Let's see. Make sure you please subscribe to @TrueHeelSP3. Make sure you subscribe to True Heel Eat. Make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Daily @Sat next to @Wrestling Daily. Greg Cherry for QuizzleMania. And of course, make sure if you are a big fan of our new champion, make sure you subscribe to @Adam the Blompier on Twitter. So I'm going to alternate between Sat and SP3 as our extra special guest. But first, before we jump into the last page of Ultra Chats, Sat, the chat would love to know what your favorite fast food franchise is.
Ooh, Domino's Pizza. Me and my missus, we love chomping on them pizzas. Barbecue based, baby.
Very good. Very, very good. Stuffed crust or?
It used to be, but during the pandemic, I started working out. I've kind of changed my ways. No, it's a bit too much. I'm trying to.
That's the thing to cut back on, is it? Yeah. We'll take the Domino's, but we don't need that stuffed crust. Every little helps.
Yeah.
That's the line. That's the line he's not willing to cross.
Jay Morgan says, question for SRS. Oh, we've done that one. Sean Walker says, love the show, really makes my day. Thought I saw SRS while waiting for the CM Punk shirt at the first dance and was afraid to say hi. Were you there?
I was in Vegas.
Oh, well, fair enough. Question for Adam. Will you be playing Cosmic Encounter on Board Game Club again? Can confirm. Yes. A little Christmas treat for you. Green Bastard says, what were the rest of the answers for Go Away Heat? Also, is that Glamour Boy Sean? Holy shit! You're absolutely right. I did not release the rest of those answers. That must have blue-balled a whole bunch of people. Can confirm that number one with 25% of the vote was Baron Corbin. Number two with 10% of the vote was X-Pac. Third place with 8%, Cody.
I had him on my list.
I had him. I had
did
him
too.
down too.
In fourth place, rather unfair considering the current circumstances, but with 7% was Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Then there was Face Roman Reigns, also with 7%. Jackson Riker, also with 7%. And of course, in last place was Eva Marie. There we go. So for you completionists out there, that was the correct answer to those round. Indie Taiwan says, thank you, SRS, for the step host bit on Raw Post Show. Really made my week. I'll always be a step fan of all y'all guys. And Jericho, please, my kid, says a warm welcome to Sat. Welcome back to everyone else. SRS, can you confirm the rumor WWE blocked your Omos interview so he wouldn't look small? In all seriousness, thank you for your amazing work. I hope you're all well. Step host, that step host.
I think he personally ducked it. I think he was like, no, we're not doing that.
Dolly de los Muertos says, hey fellas, just found out my boyfriend has lied about, well, everything, and I could really use the chuckles. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Thank you guys for pulling me off the ledge more than once. Parts of Unknown is the best. Please keep jamming that jam. Really sorry to hear that, Dolly. Our thoughts with you. Good luck in the future. Van Twinblade says, can we get some love for Tootie Lynn Ramsey, the People's Midwest champ? She took that belt off Rohit last month in a great match on Glory Pro Wrestling. Also on that card, a very good TLC match, and Mike Outlaw versus Myron Reed for the Crown of Glory title.
She's got a tag title match at Hard Times too.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Finishing Inquisition says, here's 10 more pounds for you, Adam, to answer my question that you missed. Are you going to play Unmatched on board game? No, I'm really sorry. It disappeared from my screen. My answer to you is I have plans for 2-player games. I want to do a new format, basically. So if we do 2-player games, it's not going to be in board game club style. I've got something else in mind, possibly for February. Watch this space. I love Unmatched. If those do come to pass, Unmatched will be part of that thing. Also, what are your opinion on the new Legends expansion? Oh, it looks good. It looks really good. I really can't wait to see how everything plays. Brian Dawes says, hi guys, I hope you're doing well this fine evening. I'd like to ask you what your thoughts are on promotions unashamedly booking and advertising outed abusers, despite the whole purpose of the speaking out movement being to get those fuckers out of wrestling. I'm going to open that up to the group.
I don't like it, but I'm not running the company.
Yeah, it's a choice. It's a decision. I don't like it. I don't promote it. I don't like to put light on it. But yeah, I don't have the money to own my own promotion to get rid of them. So
yeah, it's difficult because I feel like in many cases there's a line between being like an asshole and being someone who is like committed crime, like serious offenses, and just being a dickhead, which I think is difficult in order to determine what point you bar someone from the industry forever. And I'm not making light of any one particular person. It's just a case-by-case basis, but it does definitely impede my enjoyment of the product when I see them on.
I think you said it best. Yeah.
Thank you, Tempest. Sadie Deeganhausen says, well, if it isn't QuizzleMania After Hours, my bestie is back on top. So I'm over the freaking moon. But Tempest, please don't let LIW break up. I bought the shirt. Don't make it a sad shirt. You all look beautiful. Hugs and kisses to you all.
Tempest, Drain, Wrestling Daily. That's the team. That's the squad. We'll appreciate you. We'll take after you and your beautiful eyes, mate. Come over here, mate.
Sweet talking me.
Exactly.
I'll get you these shades as well. I'll get you your own shades as well, man. Join the group. Is rose tinted. Everything is beautiful.
He'll be your fashion consultant, and he'll get you the
I'll get you cocaine white jumpers like Adam Dampier.
Oh, I thought this sentence going somewhere completely.
We'll get you cocaine, Tempest. We'll just get you cocaine. Don't listen to their promises.
White like substances as well.
Well, there you go.
I love my partner.
Meanwhile,
no splitting up LIW.
Meanwhile, I am having dick pills discreetly shipped to you because that's one of the attractive points. Is it comes to you discreetly.
Oh, things are delightful
discreet
over
now.
on Fightful. Right. Please do, everyone, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Daily. Obviously, subscribe to everyone's channel, Fightful, of course. Instant Culture with Denise Salcedo, because I name dropped her earlier, so you absolutely should subscribe to her. But also make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Daily, because 2,200 more subs away, and we will have War Games. Josh Davis says, hi lads, Adam, please check out a board game called Book It. It's a wrestling themed board game. Would be fun to see on Board Game Club. Jam that jam fact. The fact I've heard of Book It, but I haven't actually seen it. And Brian Doyle has also said, thoughts on the new Ruthless Aggression episodes. Haven't seen them.
I watched the first 1.5 today. I really liked the rocks. I liked how much attention they gave to the hurricane stuff too, because that's something I expected them to maybe blow over, but it was very good.
I believe that's the only one that I've seen as well. So I echo Sean's points. Yeah, I loved it.
If you don't have WWE Network or Peacock Network, go to patreon.com/True Hill Heat. We're doing live watch along for Ruthless Aggression season 2. So
Oh, hell yeah.
we're here to help you.
Michael Branson has said, Mr. the Blompier, will we get an episode of Eldritch Horror and Board Game Club? Also, given the holiday in America tomorrow, I'm thankful for PFK leading me to Fightful and #step host. Eldritch Horror, maybe. It's complicated.
Board Game Club was the most fun I've ever had on camera, ever.
Really?
By far.
Sure.
By far.
You
But
star.
one, it just reinforced my belief that I'm smarter than everybody, which made me feel great.
Of course.
It made me feel great.
What are board games for, if not for that?
Yes, exactly.
No, we'd love to have you. If you're ever in London town and ever feel like being
See you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, gang. That's it. That's all the super chats that we've got for today.
Wow.
Yeah. It is. It's a record finish, folks. And to be frank, after Survivor Series, I'm not complaining. My old man brain still hasn't caught up on my sleep. So I just want to say,
you're going for those record finishes. I got a little something that'll help you.
God damn your eyes, Sean. What's
Discreet.
that? I can't believe you're our champion again. I'm going to full screen you guys. Don't you worry. So SP3, make sure you follow him at True Heel SP3 on Twitter. And where else can people find you? They can find you at True Heel Heat on YouTube. And of course, over on Wrestling Daily every single day. But most specifically,
I am there with Mocha Mondays on Monday with Sat E, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. UK. Wednesdays with Alex, same time. And go over to Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel. You can see my interviews from WWE Survivor Series weekend with Jeff Hardy, Queen Selena, King Woods, Reggie, Rhea Ripley, and Shayna Baszler.
fantastic. Sat, please subscribe to Sat on Twitter at SatNext2. And where can people find you? What's your Wrestling Daily schedule, Sati Niangi?
Thank you, Adam. Monday, Mocha Mondays with my tag team partner, the true heel sensation, SP3. Tuesday with the Irish Chief, the landlord of Wrestling Daily, Alex McCarthy, the man I'm thankful for because he gave me my opportunity. I've been doing this for 4 months. It's been great 4 months. Also, thank you to Ollie and all the lads from Wrestle Talk for having me on. It's been a pleasure. And I'll be remiss to say, please get Greg Cherry on for QuizzleMania. He's been winning fan QuizzleMania for ages. It's not like... He's King of Royal Rumble. He likes to do Royal Rumble stuff. Get him on for a Royal Rumble themed episode. He wants to get on. Make a wish foundations and make a wish. Make Greg Cherry's dreams come true. And also follow us on Twitter at Rest Daily. We need more numbers. The more numbers we get, the more interaction we'll give you guys.
Fantastic. The problem is that once we put the belt, once he wins the title, we'll never get it off him.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
He told me he didn't even really want to do the show, so I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he
That's not. Listen, that's not what he said. That's not. Hey, Adam, I'm in London area. Board games. Have me on. Me and Sully.
He said, and I quote, Wrestle Talk can piss off. I'll do a Cultaholic show instead.
He didn't
And
say
I
that.
said, I said, Greg,
Greg,
what are you
you're really
doing?
happy over there.
Sean will slap you the horrible man for saying
Stop
that.
trying to cause beef between
I like them too, but I just want you were telling us before the air that you wanted to send them Greg Cherry
Don't
as
do
a
this,
lethal
Sean.
dose
Don't
of poison.
Sean, where can people find you online, Sean? God damn your eyes.
All seriousness, FightfulSelect.com. It's a Patreon platform. It is, quite frankly, the most robust exclusive wrestling news. source in the world. And quite frankly, you have nothing more important in your life than wrestling news. I know this to be a fact. Just subscribe, okay? We're youtube.com/Fightful. We're Fightful.com. We also have a Twitch. We've got additional channels, clips channels. We have channels for our show, The Distraction, all over the place. Also, apparently, my Twitter handle is at Adam the Blump. The Blump.
Thanks, Sean. And you know where Tempest is. We all know where Tempest is.
Pretty much.
We love you. We love you, Tempest.
I live here.
Yeah.
I live on this channel now.
Oh, also give me Luke. Luke, you're the new champion. Face Wrestling Daily. Take on Alex McCarthy. Take on SP3. Take on me. Take on the meanest machine of all Wrestling Daily, Steph Chase. You don't want none of her. Oh, you don't want none of her. Or take us all at once. Take us all at once.
Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. Oh, actually, we have one more chat after all that. Docs or whatever says, hi, guys, on a delay here. If Tempest somehow won, yay. If not, oh, no. Super enjoyable QuizzleMania. Love everyone here. Been a bit busy recently, missed a lot. What did you guys think about Full Gear, Jam That Jam, and now more than ever, LIW for life? I loved Full Gear. The only thing that really weirded me out was Hangman Adam Page hitting the One-Winged Angel on Omega and him kicking out. Didn't quite make sense to me, but everything else about the show, I really, really enjoyed. Anyone else have any thoughts on Full Gear?
Great live experience. I was second row. It's one of the best seats that I've ever been for a show, and probably one of the better, like, top to bottom wrestling cards that I've ever seen live.
I hope that it is a look into the future of AEW pay-per-views, where it almost feels like a PWG show, where they just send everyone to the ring and say, have the best match you can.
Yep, I'm of that same belief. I was there. It was a lot of fun. It was great to see MJF get to shut up a lot of people that thought, oh, he's just a promo. That was a highlight for me.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We love you all. We will see you next month for the big, fat QuizzleMania of the year as we send off this pretty bad year, 2021, in at least some semblance of style. Goodbye, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Jam that jam and happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving.